Darth Vectivus is one of the strangest Sith lords in Star Wars legends. Lumia described him as a good Sith, which sounds impossible, but when you compare him to Count Dooku, the description actually makes sense. Both men share traits that separate them from almost every other Sith in the galaxy. First, both Vectivus and Dooku were controlled, disciplined, mature Sith lords. Most Sith fall apart because of rage, obsession, jealousy, or pure emotional chaos. But these two didn't collapse into the dark side. They walked into it with full awareness. They treated the dark side like a tool, not a drug. That's already rare. But it gets deeper. Second, both Sith used the dark side without letting it rule them. Dooku didn't become consumed like Maul or Vader. Vectivus didn't descend into madness like so many Sith before and after him. They kept their minds, their calm, and their sense of purpose. This is the kind of Sith Lumia admired, not good morally, but stable. Someone who doesn't self-destruct. Third, both men were thinkers, philosophers, political strategists, not raging warriors. Dooku was a negotiator and a political architect. Vectivus was literally a businessman who approached the Force with logic, not emotion. Neither one used the dark side just to cause chaos. They used it with intention. Fourth, Lumia's description makes sense when you see this connection. When she called Vectivus a good Sith, she didn't mean he was kind or noble. She meant he was the rare type who didn't fall into the typical Sith spiral of insanity and destruction. Dooku fits the same mold. Elegant, controlled, dangerous, but not wild. Fifth, both men represent a different reading of the Sith code. Not the explosive rage and hate version most Sith follow, but a disciplined, structured version using passion without drowning in it, using strength without losing control, using power without becoming a slave to it. It's a colder, sharper, more refined expression of the dark side. In a way, Vectivus might be the Sith Dooku wanted to be a master of the dark side, without chains, without corruption overtaking his mind, and without a manipulative master like Sidious pulling the strings. Vectivus lived the life Dooku thought he was joining. So when you line them up, the similarities are clear. Controlled emotions, strategic minds, philosophical outlook, disciplined practice. No collapse into madness. And the dark side they guided instead of obeyed. Darth Vectivus and Count Dooku are two sides of the same Sith archetype. The refined Sith, the measured Sith, the Sith who doesn't fall apart. And that's exactly why Lumia respected Vectivus so much. He wasn't morally good. He was simply the kind of Sith that didn't destroy himself, and in the world of the Sith, that's practically a miracle.